Good evening, everyone. Bear with me. I'm having technical difficulties. Yeah, everybody, I've got technical difficulties right now. I need your ideas in the chat. My camera is locked. This is a Lenovo lock. So it is it's running Microsoft 11, and the screen is locked, and I don't know what button that is. So getting that camera turned on is first, and I will be adding another camera here in a second. Put your ideas in chat. The less I know, folks. So let's see here. Whoa. Hey, everybody, I'm right here. Hey. All right, let's look at the team. Son of a gun. Got some neons rolling here, and we'll work on the other camera in just a second. Remember, folks, this is fun. Everybody relax. I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed. Hang on. Whoops. All right, let's, my goodness. There we are. We kicked that one light. There we go, folks. I almost have it together now. Come on, chat. Help me out. Good to see everyone. Sorry you can't see me at the moment. Hi, Doc Awesome. Good to see you. Mr. Dr. Mazel Roll. Sonny G. Always good. All right, guys. How do I unlock this camera? Which of my functions buttons controls the camera? Yeah, so I added like 6 or 7 neon rasboras and 4 or 5 emerald rasboras. They were a rescue from somebody from the Pond Society is moving to Colorado. And of course, Eddie was up in there ready to help out. So he came by and dropped some off and brought me a sandwich. And I saw him on Monday too. We were hanging out. It was good. Top right button. Top right button. Delete. Home. Okay, I'm printing the screen. That's no good. Oh, wait, there it is. Wait. Okay, X. Stephen P., help me, bro. I can't get my camera working on the laptop. It says that there's a physical button that has been pressed. Maybe it's that button up at the top. Anyway, we're gonna hide the thing, and yeah, man, I'm willing to just let it go. Restream's pretty cool. My computer itself, the camera is turned off, is what the problem is. And I don't know enough about computers to know how you turn your camera on and off and what that would be. I don't see any. Wait a minute. I do see it. There is a little toggle on the, ladies and gentlemen, video settings. No way. Put me back in there. Put me back in, coach. Guys, you're going to laugh too. Here, let me borrow the camera from the other camera. there is a little toggle switch right there, and I must have brushed it with my finger or something, and it turns the camera off. I was looking at I've pushed every function key. I have pushed every function key twice. You know what I mean? Just in case it didn't work the first time. I was panicking a little bit. I'm a little sweaty, but I'm here. My goodness. It's not one thing, it's another. So yeah, let's see these guys eat. Yeah, so we're chilling, looking at the old ye old 10-gallon quarantine tank, which is now getting extremely full. We went over the plants and everything last week. Yeah, physical shut-off switches are pretty cool, but I had no idea it was there. So I was like, okay, well, it's enacted. Where is it? And it's like, okay, yeah, maybe you shouldn't do this 5 minutes before your stream. You know what I mean? Or maybe you should. But either way, man. Easy community, floating pellets by the aquarium co-op. Probably too big for everything in this tank. Except for my newest inhabitants. I got some dust I can drop in there too. There you go. Let's watch them eat. Oh my goodness. Losing my mind. So yeah, the episode title this week is The Less I Know. Ignorance feels good. I mean, it's nice to know things, you know what I mean? Sometimes in social situations and stuff like that, the less I know about what other people are up to, the happier I am, you know what I mean? Especially if they're up to no good, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think that I have become tea intolerant as far as like people like, oh, I got some tea. It's just like, man, I don't want to know. First of all, I'm gonna reveal that information at the wrong time, and it'll make me look bad, like I'm gossiping. And then anytime that it is gossiping, it's just like I've been on the wrong end of that. I know how that feels. You know what I mean? And personally, I don't feel good with the gossip either. But I do like telling about like events and like things that are going on. So I mean, like, I don't know. Is there such thing as positive gossip? You know what I mean? Like, oh, so and so had some new fish in their tank. You know what I mean? Like sharing good news. Like, I don't know. I think it just might be a positive and negative thing. Because I mean, people are gonna talk. I mean, come on. I would. But I don't know. The only books I have are my PhD dissertation and zoology lab book. I don't know, man. I can get down with a dissertation or two, but it has to be like specific information that I'm interested in. Otherwise, it could be a little dry. But yeah, I think that this might be running water. You might be thinking about Dr. Coletti. I've done it to the good doctor's face here, and he took it well. I believe he called me a dope in chat. But there's a Mazeral and there's a Coletti, and they're completely different names. And you would think that you wouldn't get confused. But I managed to do it. So it's been quite a week. I'm a little bit topsy turvy from just life in general. My niece is coming into town, I think on Sunday. So at the end of this weekend, and I mentioned that we needed a new bed in the guest bedroom. So we have a new bed frame with the same bed on it. So put that together today. That was fun. It's an aluminum frame. It came in a very small box for the fact that it's a queen size. So interesting. We'll see. We'll see how it lasts. I don't know. Me and aluminum frames. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big dude. Like, I don't know. But if I'm doing well, then I'm not sleeping in the guest bedroom. So you know what I mean? Like, so if I just do what I'm supposed to do, there won't be a problem. So we're doing that. I think the ladies are planning on a painting project, and they're going to paint in the kitchen area. And we have taken the door off of the pantry, and we are stripping it. I put latex paint on top of an oil painted door, so you can imagine how well that did in and of itself. Hence why we're stripping it. Citrus seal, while less toxic than like denatured alcohols and things like that for stripping paint. I don't know, man. I got a very orangey scent in my nostrils right now, and stopped messing with that like an hour and a half ago. So, but one side of the door has revealed a dark wood, possibly from 1980 with the original house. Looks pretty good. Well, we might go with that. But we are currently stripping the other half of the door. So a lot of paint scraping and orange scent for me and for Angie. She did the other side of the door pretty much all by herself. I got the first layer off, and then now we've got it soaking for the second layer. And I think we're gonna be doing a lot better. But she said she had to go at it like 4 times, so we'll be buying more supplies. But yeah, life is good. I have never had the neon rasboras. I really do like the way they look. And the emerald rasboras, I have 3 of those in my mutt tank, so you guys have seen them but not known it because there were only like 100 individuals on the screen, and they were in there. And I look forward to putting them in something small and nice, and like watching them school together. They're a great little nano fish. I like that they have the lines on them. I love like a dark navy bluish black color. I like the dot near the tail, and they have little red rosy cheeks. So like you can see their gills like through the plate. So I think that's what's going on there. They move really fast. So as I study them more, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about all of that. And I think the neon rasboras are going to go in the tank that is up over this shoulder over here, the with the rosy barbs. And maybe the rosy barbs will hang a little bit tighter and do a little less chewing on my. Maybe they'll be distracted by the other fish in the tank and not be so hard on my plants in there, because that is one of my best looking tanks. And put spiral valve in there yesterday, and they dug it up in 15 minutes. I guess just because I put it in the tank. They're like, this is new, let's get rid of this. So everything was floating at the surface after about 15 minutes. So I moved the spiral valve to another tank, because that I might like it better than Tiger Valve. But Tiger Valve is the guy that brought me to the dance. You know what I mean? Like, gave me my confidence in plants. Asia, welcome in. Hello. Emerald rasboras are awesome little fish. You just got some in Skipper's last auction. That's awesome. I got all pissed when I gave him his flea meds today. Oh, the cat got mad? Yeah. I saw a cute cat meme the other day. It was about Brant and Stephen P, Sonny G, Docker Awesome, Running Water, Koro, Sonny G, Brighton Lightcap, Lake Missoula Aquatics and Plants, aka Ben Shard, the Sleeper Barbecue and Grills. Hey man, I really liked hearing about all your stuff in your stream. That what you were getting interviewed by Jorge Mexicali Fish Keepers. Thought that was super cool, man. And being a Texan and everything like that, you know that I like a little bit of barbecue. So I look forward to talking with you more. Jeff Kane, you've been sweaty all day. Yeah, man, me too, bud. Of course, my day started at like 5:30 or something like that. So I've got it pretty good. You know what I mean? I sleep during the day. So the only books that Doc Awesome, Dr. Anthony Mazeroll has are his PhD dissertation and a zoology lab book. Man, I miss lab. Like lab was really cool, man. Like I was such a into science as a kid, like all the natural sciences for sure. But even astronomy, man, like yeah. Oh, Cheryl, yeah, you were supposed to go to bed a while ago. It didn't take? Well, welcome in. The pun guy, gossip. Yeah, see? Doc Awesome's all about the gossip. Yeah, Branton, you're doing good, man. 2 times in a row. And like I said, man, like I want to talk with whoever's available. You know what I mean? Like if you need to be sleeping. You know what I mean? If yeah, if you forget, well, great, man. You know what I mean? Like it's all good. Like there you go, skippers. Am I going to be in the next auction on June 14th? No, skipper, I am not. And it's nothing against you, sir. And I'm glad that you had plenty of people. You guys went for like 4 hours last time. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, if you need some people, I can pull something together. But that one is the 14th is right before the we're going down to the ALA, ACA, killifish. There's a couple more, and I'll get them all eventually. Probably right after the event is done. But yeah, Eddie and I'll be traveling down to San Antonio, so we'll be out in them streets. So yeah, I apologize on that, Skipper, but I do appreciate you always thinking of me. Foxy's Fishes, leaving a like and getting us to bed. Sweet dreams. Only Oscars. Thank you for your contribution to the fish room. I appreciate you. I'm glad that your plants got there safe and they did well. You are the sweetest. Yeah, man, a stripping party, but not the fun kind. It's just chemicals and paint. Although there was a time in my life. And the Misa's here. Man, Kalish. Almost caught up. So many good friends in here. I love it. 100% humidity in Peru. Yes, that sounds correct. And science is the best. Back to lurking, Kalish. Get on with it. But yeah, no, very excited about the new fish. It's fun to get new fish, and haven't done that in a minute. And then like 3 different kinds. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, at Aquascello, I got the Autosynclus, and haven't had those yet, so I'm very excited. And they all seem to be doing well. There are a couple runts in there, but not 3 runts anymore. And the bellies look tight on a couple, but not that bad. And the ones that are doing well, their bellies look very full. So as long as everything they're finding in the tank is agreeing with them, I think we're going to be all right. And my microsword is hanging in there, and my undulata red is hanging in there. I haven't decided on where to put them yet, but everything is doing well. And yeah, as of yesterday, the clock turns back to 0, and we will be waiting 4 weeks before we move anything out of this tank into the rest of the fish room, just so that we can make sure that everybody's gelling right. Get everybody fed. Eddie and I were talking about quarantine yesterday. And he was like, "Man," he goes, "you got to do it. You know, like you don't want to, but you just got to do it, because if it goes wrong, it's bad." And I'm in agreement. And you know, this is the internet, so we all say blanket things. You know what I mean? And one of the things everybody agrees on is quarantine. And one of the things that is the easiest mistake to make in your fish room, even though we've all agreed in chat and nodded our heads and said quarantine, is when we don't quarantine. So do as I say, not as I do. That's how it goes. Half of a bag of the plants that I sent, you got tired. Yeah, June, you can float them for a little bit, girl. And they'll stay alive. The leaves will start to curl a little bit, so they won't be straight up and down anymore. And that can be a little bit of a hassle with the with it. Okay, so got 50 Sinopa and 50 Amaya red pencilfish today. Had to pay a pretty penny. FYI, there are no Peruvian neons so far this year. Huh. The spots have been too degraded now. Oh man, that's sad. Well, yeah, maybe I've got the last of them here. I got some, but I don't know how long the gentleman had them. But he had a 75-gallon that had so many things in it. And what Eddie said, he was using a canister filter on the 75, and it was all community fish. So like some corridoras, a bunch of shrimp. Shrimp, I think, were in other tanks. Oh no, the Bloody Marys were in the 75-gallon as well. But the canister filter, Eddie said he hadn't seen one like it before, but it was a hang on the back canister. So the canister was small enough, and it hung on the back of the aquarium. So that was interesting. So yeah, red pencilfish. So the Sinepa and Amaya, Dr. Anthony, are those the collection points, or are those different types of red pencilfish? I am not familiar enough with the red pencilfish to know that, and that's why I love having you here. I know enough from watching Dan's fish that I want red pencilfish, and any other pencil fish. Pretty much, I like a nice lateral line. Bought 1,000 neons 6 months ago and took them 2 months to collect them all. Okay. Hi, Sweet Acres. Good to see you. And just one more fish. You have them all in your tunnel tank in the aquarium. Yeah, man. That has got to be so great, man. Okay, yeah, they're both collection points, and then there's colors and varieties. So they're both. That's why I was confused, man. Yeah, I'm sorry to. I'm sorry to hear that those collection points are rough for the neons to survive, but you know what I mean. Like, hopefully, they were able to move a bit. You know what I mean, and like are doing well, like just off of the main river and tributaries or something like that. If they could survive above it instead of being in and of it. Yeah, so cocaine production, it requires like the use of chemicals and stuff like that. And then the gold mining, it's not the are they doing something in the is there chemicals in the gold mining as well, or is it just the process of pushing all that dirt and silt like into the water and like just digging up all that and just polluting the water that way? Sweet Acres. I was just with Jeff on watching Jeff on his stream, and they're beautiful. I think there's four. Yeah, man, they were beautiful. He got about acclimated and put away. ABC. That's what I'm talking about. My man Kenny, keeping it real. So I did some cleaning of a tank and rearranging of it. And those guys are acting like they want to interact, but they're going to scatter as soon as I move over there. I lost two Canii Corridoras this week. Inexplicable. I have noticed like a lack of coloration in some of them, so I don't know. They don't look sick on the outside, but they look pale. So I'm thinking about maybe adding salt to that tank. Let's see if there's any bodies today. Let's take a look. But yeah, you can see the Canii. They were on the right there in the center of the screen. They have the little bandit mask, and then they have little like looks like little ink pen dots all over their body. So just dots, no stripes. And I love them. I've had them for a long time. So depending on how long they live, they could be aging out. But I tested the water, and according to my test strips, everything's good. So good night, Sarah. Miss Getty Nona made it over to my chat. She told me she wasn't going to make it, and I was like, "Hey, man, I understand. It's a late night." Of course, it's 100% humidity and at least 80 degrees over where Doc Awesome is, so I know why he's awake. It's sweaty and hot in the jungle. You know what I mean? So it's like might as well might as well catch a live stream. Oh yeah, an unboxing. That'd be great. See if I can get this screen a little bit higher. Let me take me off of here for a minute. I'll curl up with the chat in just a second. If we could take it higher and higher, baby. Let's see if I can give these guys a couple of wafers. Some wafers. Let's see if they'll eat. I can't believe I missed a physical sliding button on the side of my computer. I just didn't think it would be there. But, you know, that's how I start my streams, just a little crazy. It's time to get some coffee. But I do. So many things. Heck yeah, no, it's true, man. Like, I need my community. Last week, the name of the stream was "Thanks for the Inspiration," and it was about how motivated I got by hanging out with fish people at Aquashella. You know what I mean? Like the vendors, the crowd, really everybody. It was really great. Hanging out with Eddie and Fathom Aquatics and Harley. Man, I'm going to end up with a micro reef tank. I already know it. I'm trying to put it off, but you know, salt water, it's just a matter of time, really. I would love to I'm distracted by that red wag female going after that algae wafer. Perhaps being the largest thing in the tank and making babies in there. Perhaps she's just stressing those corridoras out, not letting them eat. Oh man. Yeah, ABC. I my medication is caffeine. Yeah, tequila doesn't agree with me. Makes me say and do stupid things. But hey, I did have a couple of old fashions at the end of the day during the during Aquashella, and I didn't feel like I was missing out by just having a couple drinks and laying down and going to sleep. I still lost my voice, and I still did and said some things that I probably shouldn't have. You know what I mean? That I regret now, but I remember it, so that's pretty good. Yeah, sleeper barbecue. Yeah, that's exactly what that button reminded me of. But I did find my glasses, so I got that going for me. But this tank has always been a little rocky for me. It's not one of my better performing tanks, and I don't know what the problem is. It might just need more filtration. But the plants have done well in there and stuff like that. But the species that I put in there just haven't thrived. The beta fish, which we can blame on betas, you know what I mean, in general. The hill stream loaches, also maybe just not, loving my hard water, so they didn't thrive. And then my swordtails didn't do very well in here either. They all died off, all the males and stuff like that. And I don't know, man. But there could be a problem lurking in the tank, but it doesn't show any obvious signs on the fish that I can tell. Oh well, yeah, Kenny. I mean, like that's the way it goes. You know what I mean? And like everybody's real gracious about it, which is nice. But you know what I mean? It's just like I just hate like not remembering all the good times I'm having. You know what I mean? And like that's kind of where I was with it. So yeah, I've dialed it back quite a bit, and thus far I'm liking it. So it's a pretty good time. And I didn't feel like I was missing out or anything. Just have a couple drinks, man. Go to bed. You got to get up early in the morning. So mornings at the Aqua Shell itself and interacting with people in the morning time was a lot easier. It was a lot easier getting out of bed in the morning because if you stay up till 4 in the morning and then try and get somewhere at 9, it's hard. But if you were in bed at midnight or 1 o'clock, you know what I mean? Like it's really easy to get up in the morning because you got some sleep. So I'm feeling real good about it. But I did some clearing out and reorganizing of the plants there. There's a bunch of roots of pothos in the back and tiger val just kind of running wild back there. That bulbitis has seen better days. But I don't know. I got some fertilizer tabs. We'll see if that dude won't come back again. But also this is on the top of a stand and everybody in the tank seems to feel very exposed and stuff like that. So I haven't tried putting something on the sides and back of it, and that might make everybody chill out a little more. But those emerald rasboras might look nice in there. At that point, you just stay up. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Never made it to the show before 10:30. Yeah, I had to get biscuits and gravy to the Garden of Eater. The Garden of Eater in Dallas runs on biscuits and gravy. So they were able to actually get food on Sunday morning as well. But the name of the place that we went to where we had barbecue catered and they make beer, it's called Peticolas. And I was like, why do I keep trying to put an R in there? And somebody else said it. They were like, the Petricola, the Petricola synodontis. That's why, because that would be a fish name. And I was like, oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. So one of the things I wanted to do this evening was snail hunt. I have watermelon rinds to put in the tanks and get all the snails and plecos on and collect the snails out of, help control that, curb that snail population. That's right. That's right. We were, and last year it was the same. Dr. Coletti is got a bunch of lyric sheets and songs that he knows, and he knows I think he knows the chords by number. You know what I mean? So you can do like, okay, and yeah, no, that was real helpful. So yeah, no, it went along real easy. Last year, Rico was talking about it this evening. Actually, he did a live stream for the first time in a long time, so it was good to see his face, know that he's doing well. I always like to see him, and whenever he has time to get on and talk with us, I know that he's been dealing with some health issues and stuff like that. So I understand his absence, but it was nice to see his face. So, and quite a few people showed up for that live stream. So, you know what I mean? Like, hopefully he realizes that it's just that easy. So he's just got to give us some time when he has it. But yeah, that's spiral bowl in the center there, and some of it ended up growing straight, so it looked like a hybrid. I don't know what that was about and what makes it do that, but I removed a bunch of the excess of it, and I've got it tucked away in a couple places that don't have plecos to move them out of the way, because I do like the look of the spiral valve. And then I have some Colorado and another plant that looks bigger that's on the bottom. And that one's different than the Colorado. And I'm not sure the name of that one. But yeah, life is pretty good. here in the fish room. And I got back to my fish room and I realized how cool my fish room was. You know what I mean? Like how much potential there is. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to start digging around in my tanks. Like uh, it was it was inspiring overall. You know what I mean? And like that's why you go to a fish event and do things, because traveling's hard. As I get older, I like it less and less. But I do enjoy seeing people and the community and stuff like that. So it's really been nice. And I guess that's pretty much the main point of my channel. I just want to show you things that are going on in my fish room and be the host for a little bit and like let this chat do what the chat does, you know, interact with you guys a little bit. I sure do enjoy being in other people's chats and their live streams and checking things out. So this community does a lot for me as a night shifter. I've given up a lot to work the work shift that I work. And definitely worth it. Definitely worth it when I can still socialize, hang out, talk to my Australian friends and my European friends. Maybe next year. I know, man. Yeah, man, you should be able to catch it on the replay unless he took it down. But I bet it'll be on the replay. I bet it'll be up for a minute. ABC. It was good. It was good. He caught us up all with what's going on with him, and we interacted in chat and everything, and it was nice. Ah, excellent, ABC. Hey, ABC, I still have three, and you want to know what? I don't feed them. I don't do anything, and I've still got three, and they're doing good. So it's pretty much a hands-off, filterless, 100-gallon pond that gets top offs at this point. Um, I'm working on it though. I'm gonna get it together. I am a people person, so like, yeah, this night shift thing is like, and this hobby has like forced me to do things on my own and be by myself, which is not something that I would normally choose. So it's definitely challenged me in a lot of ways, and I'd say that I'm better off for it. I'm happier today than I was 3 years ago. I'm happy, you know what I mean? So like, as long as things are improving and I'm pretty satisfied, you know, things are good. So yeah, last week we went over all of the ghost wood that I got. I'm very excited about that. It's not I found the piece that I was looking for. Uh it had broken and I was going to glue it together, and it was the piece was three times as long as the piece that I thought I was looking for. So I figured it out like a puzzle. But I'm very excited for it to be in the tanks and looking like my ghost wood that's in my 75-gallon with the goldfish that has such a lovely velvet of different colored algae and mosses on it, that it's really amazing looking. Like there's some purples in there and stuff like that that I really enjoy. um as well as some blacks and browns and greens, you know. So yeah, no, I'm really excited to be adding wood to those tanks, to some of my tanks here in the fish room, because some of my tanks that are doing the best have wood in them, and I think that that is, I think that it does help. See you later, Kenny man. Keep it up with the art and the fishes, dude. We will see you around, buddy. Yeah, Asaya, that ghost wood is basically like all I have. I have a stump that was, I don't know, it washed up at my uncle's place on the, he had a lake house on the Pedernales River where it, not far from where it enters Lake Travis, and after big floods and storms and stuff like that, he'd go and collect all that driftwood, and he kept some interesting pieces, and has them at his house, and yeah, he was like, "Hey, could you use something like this?" And I was like, "Oh my god, this is awesome!" So it was pretty nice to get from him. Yes, my yellow shrimp are doing very well, and there is driftwood in that tank. And I am doing blue dreams for the third time. I overfed them, underfed them, didn't do water changes on the regular. So I think those are where I'm at. So I'm getting better at that. But I want to put some wood in that tank because I think that that does give the shrimp lots to do. All right, Mr. Sleeper Barbecue Grills to Gills. You have a great one, man. And yeah, we're here. So we are approaching the witching hour. Yeah, Slurshie. I haven't had the reds yet. I started with blue because it's my wife's favorite color. And then I got yellows, I think through Vibes. Vibes is a big supporter of my fish room because he'll come across something and be like, "Hey, man, do you want this little pleco that I have?" And I was like, "I can't see it. Is it on the other side of that wood?" And then I realized that the pleco he was talking about was 8 inches long, and that made me laugh because I was like, "I thought that was driftwood. I was looking for a small fish. You lied to me." All right, hang on. Almost ready to show my face again. There I am. All right, guys. Got my coffee. Good night, Mr. Lynch. June says, I'm officially done with shrimp, or they're done with me. Any way you look at it, we're no longer together. Yeah, June. Yeah, I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna figure it out. Just because I think that it would be fun to do well with them and be able to share with my friends and stuff like that some of my shrimp. You know, I think that would be fun. And eventually, I'd like to get some of those fancier ones and stuff like that, and actually be building my water in my tanks and be able to keep some of the more soft water varieties of fish that like softer water and things like that. I mean, there's so much fun to be had with dwarf cichlids and what else was I? Apistos. Are no. But I know threadfins, keyholes, crebensis. Those are all cichlids. So Asaya says that she has small colonies of red, yellow, blue, and green. And now you're working with several crystal red Caradinas too. That's wonderful. There you go, June. I mean, like, you gave him 4 years. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'm at 4 years yet. I think I'm approaching 3. So I'm only halfway there. You know what I mean? But yeah, at 4 years, if I'm still not doing well with them, I feel like I might make that decision, because I mean, what? There's so many different. We can't keep all the different fish that we like and enjoy. I mean, like, me anyway. I just like, I like darn near anything. You know what I mean? So there's so many different types of fish to keep that I'm that yeah, if something isn't working for me, you know what I mean, I can let it go and chase another of 11 different dreams, you know what I mean, in that same tank space. So that makes it more fun. We're just having a little feeding frenzy over here. It's a little algae wafer pizza party going on. Corridors and swordtails getting along together, enjoying pizza. I love it. Hey, Craig. It's good to see you, my friend. Glad the water's continuing to go down. Craig says that's quitters talk. Yeah, man. June was here with some quitters talk, but you know what I mean? Like, she said she gave him 4 years of her life. You know what I mean? Like, she's done. Of course, as soon as you stop looking after them all the time, you're going to find that you have like an amazing collection all of a sudden. Some shrimp somewhere that have gone unnoticed, they're going to like get happy with you ignoring them, and it's just going to work out. Slurcy has a spare 75, and I'm not sure what to do with it. There's too many options. Yes, that is true. That is true. That is true even if you just go, okay, I'm just going to do peaceful community fish. I mean, Aquarium Co-op has built an empire on peaceful aquarium fish. You know what I mean? Like, Dan's is all peaceful aquarium fish, I believe, mostly. There's some, he gets some oddballs in there though, which are really nice and stuff like that. And I'm not, I mean, maybe a fire track eel can go with anything, but I don't know. But yeah, a 75 gallon. Yeah, no, I've thought about it several times, but mine's currently occupied by trout sized goldfish. So as long as that keeps going well, which it has been going swimmingly, I'm gonna have to get another 75 if I want to do something else in a 75. That one is occupado, and I don't think that I could. Uh, I don't think that I could get rid of them because I don't think that I could put. I don't think I could even put them outside in a pond. Like they would do well there, but I feel like I would. I just miss their little faces because I'll be chilling in my uh, chilling in my recliner. You know what I mean? And I'll look up and I'll look over, and they're telling me that they haven't been fed. You know, I would miss that kind of attention. Yes, Lurshi, I do agree with that. I think it was when Aquashella was still doing that um, blacklit art installation where you walk through it to enter into Aquashella. Um, and they had a large circular tank, and there were probably 500 uh, uh, of what cardinal tetras, I think, and they were all swimming around, and like it did look amazing. So yeah, if you take a tank that is that big and you put a nanotype fish in it or several species of nanotype fish in it in large numbers, that does look really cool because the smallness of the fish is going to totally like when you're looking at the tank, it's going to make the tank look so much bigger. Um, and that's really cool when you start getting lost in the perspective of everything and stuff like that. The aquascaping competition at Dallas Aquashella was really, really good this year. Um, there were five, there were probably five entries in that the aquascaping was not the like all looking very much the same. You know what I mean? There was like a lot of different uses of wood and stuff like that, and like some of them, yeah, it was really really interesting this year. Um, Usually there's like one or two that look different than all the others, but this time there were like five that looked different from everything else. So that was really really interesting to me. Um, I don't know how like the judges feel about that, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But it was definitely interesting. It was one of many things that I meant to take pictures of, but I was offloading fish and plants during both of those days over at the YouTubers booth. It was fun, man. The social media booth. It was fun. My main message was we're all content creators now. So if you're not posting at least pictures of your tank online for me to look at, I'm mad at you because I want to see what's in your tank. So that was the big message. And other than that, it was just like a whole bunch of sharing and stuff like that. And that was really cool. Papa Shrimp came up and he shared some, I believe, blue dream shrimp and some guppies from his pond as well. And what's left over there, what we were looking at the beginning of the stream, they're all in quarantine right now, and we'll see what's going on. So good. Got distracted. I was looking over at that tank right now. All right, Craig's Catfish Cave. Hold on. Hi, Skipper. With the 75, you would get a rope fish. I saw rope fish several times at several different booths at Aguachella, and man, they're cool. They remind me of. I just love that scale pattern, like that gray. You know what I mean? And then it's like black underneath, so like it's like all like drawn out. Looks like chainmail. It's good looking stuff. You know what I mean? Looks like a real nice piece of jewelry. Yeah, man, rope fish are cool. So, Craig's Catfish Cave, you have simplified your life. Everything you need is in a cart, in a trolley cart, so that you can move it around like while you're cleaning the different tanks and stuff like that. That's kind of handy. Jerry is amazing. I just loved talking to that dude, and his shirt is like one of the best shirts. People were calling me Papa Shrimp like last year at Aquashella because I was wearing his shirt. I was like, I'm not Papa Shrimp. I'm New Local Austin, but whatever. Sonny G, you want Shabunkins? Man, Sonny G, I saw a bunch of goldfish at Aquashella, and like I'm talking like softball size. You know what I mean? Like beauties. You know what I mean? And like they've done all the growing up. You know what I mean? Like they got big. You know, and I was like, wow. Oh, he did gift you the crystal reds. That's awesome. Yeah, and I thought that was cool that he had them acclimated to standard water. You know what I mean? Which is nice. Yeah, that dude has a lot of knowledge, and he's also a musician. So like, kind of like Mike B. You know what I mean? Like they're also like just cool guys to talk to in that regard. They're like that cool musician guy. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, there's something to be said for that. Not that all musicians that are fish keepers are awesome, but I would I just think that like cool musicians, there's a lot of traits that go along with that are that they have in common. I don't think it's necessarily because they study music, but their personality type. So yeah, I enjoy that. I got some hooker moss, and I haven't done anything with it yet. It's in water, but I haven't found a quiet spot to put it yet. I need to find some quiet spots where it can be and not get eaten, and see if I can't get that growing. Because it looks kind of like a pipe cleaner. It's got a dark stem on it, and it's just real fuzzy. You're just scrubbing your last two lids on the new tank. There has been beside the bathroom sink since the night of the flood. Sort of got sidetracked. That's right, man. You're still putting it back together, and you guys are going to be putting it back together for a long time. I'm telling you what. You said a bridge was missing. All sorts of things, man. You know what I mean? So it's going to take y'all a while to get it back together, but y'all really come together as a community and stuff like that. And yeah, it makes a difference. Right on. Um, the way uh, The way Jerry Papa Shrimp told me that he's been doing it is he's just been taking a little sprig of hooker moss and he's been planting it in the soil. So he just like tucks it into the substrate and then he just leaves it there and then he'll just do like one or two in the tank and then in like a month or so there'll be a little bush of the hooker moss in the tank where that one little strand started and it'll just go. And maybe the shrimp are helping it, you know what I mean, because they go by and they clean it and everything, you know what I mean. So the shrimp might help it. But yeah, I think that I might put it in I think I might tuck it in a couple of spots in the two shrimp tanks that I have. Just put it around and see if it takes off anywhere. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. And if it does, it does, you know. So we'll see. And the other moss I got from him was anchor moss, and I'm looking forward to working with that a little bit and seeing how that's different than the Java moss. Because I couldn't really tell it. I was like, it looks like Java moss to me, but no, this is anchor moss. Okay, cool. You know, like I'll check it out. Right, and Jerry's using the water that I get over here. You know what I mean? Like it's similar. So you know, maybe I have a shot. Yeah, Sunny G, I agree. I would like to see that cart the next time we catch a stream of yours, Craig. Sunny G or I, when we're there, will be like, "Hey, man, show us that cart, bro." You know what I mean? You could show it off because I could probably use a cart myself. Hello, Aqua Balls. Welcome in, buddy, fellow late nighter. We're definitely past midnight. It is now May the 28th, 2025, in the Austin, Texas area, just past midnight. Everybody, we made it. It's officially getting towards the weekend now. It's Thursday. So finish everything up, try and have a weekend. Those of you that do. My weekend is during the week because special. So yeah, man, I'll be going to work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and that'll be Sunny G wants the burnt towel, the skid mark towel. I was like, I don't know, Craig. You can tell me that you burned it, but I don't know. It looks bad to me. Well, my camera's gone dark over there. Let me go see what's going on. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it back, guys. I think the software just crapped out on me there. Well, that's kind of weird, but all right. There's my butt. There I come, buddy. All right, I have a little story to tell about these guys. So, so basically, one of these boys was in the all male 10-gallon tank that I have at my client's house, who I take care of on the weekend. Made him an all male purple Moscow guppy tank, and one of the guys just was like super fat, and his mom and another nurse that I work with were like, well, that's obviously a girl and she's pregnant. And my client, paying attention to what I say sometimes, I was like, no, there's no females in there. If it was female, it would be plain looking. I would look like a minnow. He's right. So I brought Fat Boy because he got a name, because he was different. An unkind name, but you know what I mean? Like, that's his name. He's Fat Boy. So Fat Boy came home in a cup, in the console of my car, and brought him home, and I put him over here by himself, and he looked so sad. And while I was collecting all my guppies to take to Aquashella last week, I had one particular fish, and I was like, well, look at you, Mr. Crooked Back, shaped like an L. I was like, maybe I am starting to get some fish that are crooked. So maybe the genes are suffering. And I was like, well, I'm not going to kill them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you want to know what, buddy? You can keep Fat Boy happy. Fat Boy is a little bit bigger on one side than the other still. So he's not symmetrical, but he's definitely not bloated like he was before, and he just needed to stop eating. I think that we might be overfeeding that tank, but whatever. So Fat Boy has made a full recovery, so he might be going back with me tomorrow. And Bent back here straightened his back out, so I must have pinched him with the net while I was scooping fish out of the tanks and stuff like that, and injured him. And he's made a full recovery. Both of these fish look fine, and they're swimming fine. So kudos to that. Another happy story from New Local Austin's Fish Room. Unlike the story of two canii dying in the past several days, and one of them looking pale right now. I don't know. But another successful story. So Fat Boy is going back, and this guy that was injured, that's no longer injured, he'll be all right. Right, the V-backs are assigned to get new blood. Well, I mean, like his tail was like turned to the left. You know what I mean? Like he had like almost a right angle to his body, and I was like, oh well, you know what I mean? Like you can live over here, and then he straightened himself back out. So obviously he just got bent or something. But like, yeah, no, both of them have colored up. They're doing their little machismo shimmer at each other in a small circle and everything. Like both of these guys are happy and healthy. So I was worried about that. I had a molly like that, but the mollies just came. They came out of an aquascape that somebody bought at Aquashella, and they told Eddie that if he could catch the fish out of there, he could have them. So that's how I got mollies. And they're still doing well. And the one had like a Z shape, and she passed away probably like 6 months ago or something like that. But she lived with me for a year. Like she swam weird, but she ate. But I haven't had any other weird babies out of there. And then Craig says, even with new blood, you get the odd kink. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't going to let her breed, so I separated her from the rest of the pack. But of course, she still had babies for a while. But yeah, everything's going swimmingly with these guys. So yeah, I brought somebody home to nurse them to health, and I did. So actually, I'm pretty proud of myself. Good night, Isaiah. I need to look and see what time it is actually in the world. How would I do that? So weird. What's the time? Because I want to get over to Cece's. I think Cece might be streaming tonight. Hopefully, she streamed 6 days ago. A little hangout and chat, and hopefully she does again because I'd like to see that. But Craig, if you're going later, I'll check in with you too, brother, because I'm going to be up till dawn over here. I got to do all my water changes. So got to change that water. Keep these plants and fish happy. So yeah, let me see what time it is. Yeah, man, 29 after. Whew. Don't ask me why I can't see the time on my computer screen right now. Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea. But yes, Featherfin Films. CC as in the Medaka lady. And Featherfin, we saw each other at the Aquashella Dallas, and we had such a good time. And I'm so glad that you keep coming in and hanging out. Cece is off tonight. She made a post. Okay, cool. Well, then never mind. So Craig, dude, it's freaking like probably open season, bud. But you know, I don't know what you're doing over there. But you're goofing off in my chat, so it makes me think you're not working right now. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'll be checking out whoever's going live next. And hey, nothing but love for my community. And man, what a great time. I appreciate you guys so much for being here. And like I said, you make this guy happy. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it. I appreciate you very much. My life would be much more sad if I wasn't seeing all you guys online and sharing our tanks and our passion for fish and our problem-solving skills. So see you later, guys. Have a great night.